Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? This is, I'm probably going to break this. Oh, yeah. This isn't everything, but this is a lot of it. This is a lot of it. So hi, I'm Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I pulled out all my Christmas winter stuff, and yeah, depending on who you are, it may look like a lot, and for others, it may not. I've been trying to keep things so I can warm them within the year, so that I don't have stuff from so I won't end up with things that are like years and years old. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that much longer. But there's a lot going on here. And I'm going to, and I might be missing some, but I think I got everything. I kind of went through every drawer, all the scents, friend mail that I've gotten, and pulled out all my winter and Christmas scents. So I was just watching Charity's video, and she did it too. And I wanted to do it, because it'll help me think like, stop buying. You have plenty. But it is also great because there's, going to be more and more RTSs with Christmas and winter blends. And so maybe some of these might sound interesting to you if you see it. So let's get started because there's a lot. All right, so I'm going to start with Harper James. I think it's the one I have the least of. It was also my first vendor wax. So I what I bought from her was this holiday stuff. So a lot of this is a year old, and I do have things double bagged. So if it's, sorry about the crinkly noises, but this one here is You're a Mean One, and I'm not going to take it out. But this is Cracklin' Birch, Cinnamon, Clove, Cranberry, and Balsam. So this one, I don't know why I'm showing you a label that's kind of bent over, but they're the little brownies. This one has the balsam is slight. So if you like a little tree, but not too much, you do get some of that Cracklin' Birch, which is very nice, and a little cinnamon and clove. So that one is a pretty good one. These two here are buttermints that my friend gave me from Harper James. This next one is Santa's Bake Shop. This is fresh baked bread, gingerbread, nutmeg, caramel, and maple. And this is a really good one. And I bought this. I don't know why I didn't only use one, but I did have like other things that I've used up. I know like Mrs. Claus cookies, which is also in a pre-order this past weekend. So part of doing this was to try to, as we get RTSs and stuff and pre-orders, maybe there's something in here you might like. But that one is a good one. So that is Santa's Bake Shop. This next one is one of my favorites from her, and I know it was in the top 5 of the pre-sale. North Pole. This is spearmint, peppermint, and vanilla. It's just nice and cool, but it's like a sweet peppermint. So I think that vanilla also tones it down, but it's a good one. So I do like North Pole a lot. Here's one I'm going to spend a little extra time talking about. I don't know if she offered it. Honestly, I did not look because I'm like, I have a lot. And I ordered Dessa's. I ordered Salt Mountain Melts. I ordered Second and Spruce. I know I'm missing something. I'm sure I'm missing something. And Teddy Bees. Like, how can I forget Teddy Bees, right? So I've been ordering a lot of kind of winter Christmas scents that I just needed to slow down. But Silent Night, this is Crackling Birch, Palo Santo, Mulberry, Pomegranate, and Raspberry. When I got this last year, and I'll link the video where I think I got most of these up here. So if you want to get a first sniff, and that was one of my early videos, if you want to get a first sniff on these, if a bulk of them were in one video, I'll link it up here if you want to come back and maybe spend a little more time on it. But Silent Night, when I first got this, I'm like, it was something I didn't love about it. And then in a future video after that one, I kind of described, I got a weird funky foot smell. But then I let it sit for about 2 months, and because I think I got these in, I didn't have dates on these, like 11/22. And then it kind of all came together. I really get the Crackling Birch. I get a little bit of Palo Santo. I think the weird note that was off when it was freshly poured was the mulberry. But now when I smell it, I'm like, it's kind of really nice. It's really pretty. So just goes to show you that sometimes letting things just sit, especially, and let it blend as the way it's supposed to before you just kind of throw it off or give it away. I mean, some things are not going to settle and blend nicely, but this one was one where I'm glad I didn't toss it or anything because I like it now, and that's Silent Night. Okay, this next one is Santa's Suit, Cinnamon, Clove, Cranberry, and Balsam. Definitely, you gotta like a red hot cinnamon and clove. It is pretty strong, but yeah, I mean, I don't mind those scents. They're not my favorite, but they're okay. Grinchmas. This is Fraser for Pine, Sugar Cookie, Marshmallow, and Powdered Sugar. This is also a popular blend from Mary, who is the owner of Harper James. And yeah, this is if you like kind of a little bit of woodsy notes, but not like sharp and not strong. The marshmallow and the sugar cookie and the powdered donuts soften this up. So it gives a little bit of sweetness with a little bit of kind of a tree note. And that's a good one too. So that is Grinchmas. And I think that's all the Harper James that I have. So technically I probably should have gone on the pre-order and bought some more stuff, but I think I'm not. Okay. Or too late. I already missed it. But if she does an RTS or another one in the future, I may. We'll see. Okay, what I'm dragging over here is L3. This is going to be a mess to put away, and I'm going out to dinner, and probably won't get home till late, and I'll walk in here and go, oh, look at all this stuff on the floor. But this is L3. So let me start with Escape Room. This is Peppermint Whipped Cream Sugar Cookie Royale. I really like her Sugar Cookie Royale, and this is a kind of a cooling. That peppermint is nice and cool. If I remember correctly, this smells a little bit more like a buttermint, than a peppermint. And I think it's because of the whipped cream and the sugar cookie really tone this peppermint down. So it's not as sharp as like pure peppermint. It's kind of creamy and sweet, and I do like that one. Then I have Frosty's Freeze. This is Buttermints, Candy Cane, and Vanilla Buttercream. Same thing. I love buttermint, and this is a really good buttermint. And it's the candy cane, vanilla. It's creamy. It's not super sharp, but it does have this cooling effect, but it's very sweet. It's definitely got a sweetness to it, which I like. This next one here, I think I got from the Round Robin. So this is L3 Christmas Cookie Therapy. And this is notes of eggnog, cookie therapy, hint of gingerbread, Santa's on keto, pretzel, sugared shortbread. Anything with eggnog, I'm going to buy. I didn't buy everything with eggnog, but I have, because I'm worried that I have too much eggnog now, but I love it. And this one smells good. This one, I'm almost getting a hint of, it is on the lighter side, but I do get a little bit of that eggnog. So I definitely need to use this. I'm not sure how old this is. Okay. You're as cold as ice. This is orange sherbet, strawberry, sugar, frosty, fizzy, bubbly. Also from L3. And this one, I get a little bit of the sherbet, if I remember correctly, because I just smelled some of these not too long ago. The strawberry, I'm not getting too much strawberry, but their sherbet is light. And what I'm getting a lot more of is this cooling, whatever that frosty, fizzy, bubbly is. And that smells good. So, but it does smell a little light. And I've had this one I've had for close to a year now. And I do have a video with a lot of these, so I'll try to remember to link them up here or in my description box. This is To All a Good Night. This is sweet lavender, sugar cookie dough, adipose, and buttermint. So I got this and chopped this one up. This one reminds me a little bit like Goodnight Moon, if you're familiar with that one from Rose Girls, because it's lavender and it's got the peppermint. And it's just soothing and really pretty in the bedroom at night. I like that one. Then I have this one. I don't think she makes clamshells anymore. This is Holiday Woods. And I got this last year. And it just smells like trees. It's like maybe like a iced pine kind of a scent. Yeah, you know what it almost reminds me of, since I just smelled the other one the other day. This one almost reminded me of the Scentsy's Disney Season of Magic. When I opened it just now, I'm like, oh, that's what that reminds me of. So it's kind of a sweet woods with a little iced pine or something like that. This next one is putting up the Christmas tree, and this is Vanilla Balsam, Winter Linen, and Vanilla Bean Noel. So the winter linen in here is a little laundry, but it's slight. It's not like a full-on strong laundry that I get in a lot of vendors. This one is a little softer, and with that vanilla, it's actually, I like it a lot. But I do like laundry, but I do like that it's powdery. So it's like a powdery linen, almost like a cotton, like fresh cotton. But it does have that vanilla, which makes it, I think, nicer for those that maybe like a little laundry, but not too much. And that one is not what I'm looking at now. Is I got that box that Summer Michelle had sent me. There was a lot of L3, and I just put it in my spreadsheet. And so there's some scents in here that are kind of Christmassy winter. So this one is banana nut bread cookie therapy. But the reason I pulled it aside as a kind of winter Christmas is it's got Santa's on keto, pretzel, and sugared shortbread. And I remember when I saw this, I was like, ooh, I've heard about Santa's on keto and never warmed it. So yeah, this one I'm getting more. I'm not getting a whole lot of banana nut. I'm getting more of a kind of a shortbread and a very carby kind of scent. This is the Burrow White Elephant Exchange. This is another one, White Elephant Exchange, that I heard a lot about. So I haven't warmed this one, but this is fresh baked cinnamon rolls with extra brown sugar and vanilla frosting, powdered donuts, vanilla wafers, white cake, vanilla frosting. She sure puts a lot in there. So that is the Burrow with White Elephant Exchange. And then I also have a loaf in White Elephant Exchange. So those are pretty much the same notes, but with zucchini bread. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. And I think that is all the kind of winter ones I had. Yeah. Okay, so that was, I think, L3. And I know that when I move on to the next vendor, I'm going to find some other ones. Okay, so now I'm going to do Rose Girls. Come to mama. Okay. These I do have double wrapped. And most of these I got in July, not too long ago, if you go back in my backlist. So I will also link the video where I talk about most of these up here. This is Warp Zone. This is Monster Cookie, Fluff Puffs, and Peppermint Vanilla Crunch Donuts. Yeah, this has like a peppermint to it. So I did want to use that up for the winter time. And I liked everything I got on that haul. Which includes this one, Wario's Winter Wonderland. This is candy cane, vanilla crunch donuts, eggnog, and sugar cookies. You're going to see a lot of eggnog in my collection because I just love it so much. This is also really, really good. And I know she's going to do her Mario pre-order or RTS soon. So listen up here. So this is Mario's Home for the Holidays, Christmas Wish, Oh Christmas Tree, Toasted Marshmallow, Royal Sugar Cookie, and Vanilla Bean Noel. I love this one so much. So much so that I got a bag of it. So I do have a whole bag of it. This is a tree scent. It's tree scent, but the marshmallow and the Royal Sugar Cookie tone it down a little bit. But I would say it definitely has a tree note to it. Then Christmas Eve in Cookie Land, Eggnog, Royal Sugar Cookie, Monster Cookie, Marshmallow Smoothie, and Donut Holes. I love this. If you love bakery, get this. This is Christmas in Cookie Land. Then kind of adjacent to that, this is Fire Mario and Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. So it's got all of those things including a marshmallow fireside and espresso beans, which is the fire Mario part, excuse me. So this has definitely got the espresso coffeeness to it with that sweetness from the Cookie Land. I don't think I've warmed this yet, and I cannot wait. This one is going to be more of an in-between scent. I mean, I could really warm this all year round, but because of the Christmas Eve and Cookie Land, I stuck it in my winter pile. Eggnogs, Peep Cakes, eggnog, yellow cake, buttercream frosting, sugar-covered Peeps. Yes, yes, and yes. So if you like eggnog, there's another good one. Then I have Cozy Season, Pine, Apples, Oranges, Warm Fireplace. So this one is a little different. This does have a little bit of orange, but it's not so in your face. And the apples are like ripe apples, and the pine is very soft. I don't think the Warm Fireplace I remember was too smoky. So this is kind of a nice, it's just one of those scents where it's kind of warm and cozy, and the spices and the warmth kind of coming off the stove, you know, that kind of smell, with a little bit of tree, is a good one. This one I think I got from Summer. This is cinnamon almond eggnog. And I put that in there for my winter. I love eggnog. Oh, yes. The cinnamon, I mean, it is a little red hot. It is a little red hot, but I like it with the almond and the eggnog. All right, I think that's all the Rose Girls. So we're going to move on to Sassy Girl Aroma. So Sassy Girl, I kind of stuck it in here, and yeah, I know it's not like a winter scent necessarily, but I'm probably going to warm it in this time period. This is Brandy's Pistachio. This is pistachio, birthday cake, and zucchini bread. I've had this since February and haven't warmed it. So I think I stuck it in here because I do want to get to it in the winter time at some point. It might be a January thing, but I'll stick it in there. Okay, this one is Abel's Mint Cookies. So this is sugar cookies with a creamy peppermint vanilla with a strong down of bittersweet chocolate baked to perfection. So basically, it's like thin mints. Yeah, it's so yummy. It's a good one. And I don't like chocolate. I don't really care for chocolate in my wax, but I like that one. This one came also in the box that Summer had sent me. It's called Ice Glacier. This is a touch of wild berry cooled by frosty mistletoe. So I have not warmed this before. Let me give you a quick sniff here. Definitely get that cooling from something. I don't know what the cooling is, but frosty mistletoe. It's good. A little bit of berry, but mostly I'm getting a cooling, but it's not quite peppermint either. So I don't know what they use to make it cool and not be peppermint, but it's good. Schnockered. I remember when I got this back in, I have January on here. This is the first time I smelled eggnog and wax. And this is eggnog, vanilla bourbon, buttercream, and spiced nutmeg. I haven't warmed it. There's just some missing because I gave some to my friends. Wow. This is so good. So good that I have to. I have to sniff it again. I remember like the eyes rolled to the back of my head because I was like, yes. It is a spiced eggnog, not spiced, spiked eggnog. It's definitely, you got some of that bourbon, that vanilla bourbon. It's curing very well, even more so. That is good. I don't know if she's offered it lately, but it's yummy. Now this one is, this is where I'm glad I double bag things because I might need to bag it again. I don't know what happened to this. And because I've never seen it happen with any of my other Sassy Girls, but favorite holiday, it's like all the oils. Can you see that's like oil? And I have this double bagged and there's oil in the bag. So this is one where the oils have separated. I did get a new one this year too. But this is citrus blend of grapefruit, orange, lemon, mandarin, eucalyptus, fir needle, fresh pine, cinnamon stick, and cloves, pomegranate, vanilla, and fresh cut cedar. All to say that this smells very much like the Nest holiday scent. But yeah, this is the first time I've gotten a really oily, greasy, and I want to say the new one that I got, which was probably sometime this summer, is also starting. I could start to see it sweating. So there must be something in some of these oils that's making it do that. But I'm not going to take it out because it's going to leak. It's going to leak everywhere. But that is favorite holiday. Christmas at Santa's. Pepperberry wreath, sugar cookies, and marshmallow fireside. That is a really, really good one. I recommend that you get it. So definitely the sugar cookie. I got the marshmallow fireside. I haven't smelled this in a while, so let me give this one a quick sniff. And this one's from January, so the same time frame as that other one, and like there's no sweating or anything. Yeah, this so good. Definitely you get that wreath gives it a little bit of the kind of pine needles, but it's not as strong. And I get the marshmallow fireside with it. So I would say this is kind of a tree, a little bit of a tree and bakery scent. But it's a good one if you like that. And I do. Next I have My Wish for Christmas. And this is freshly baked sugar cookies surrounded by pine and pine cones scented in a fireplace. I got this recently in August. I love pine cones. It gives it that woodiness without being so sharp. So it's like a softer, nutty. It's almost nutty sometimes. And this with a sugar cookie and a little bit of smokiness from the fireplace. That is fantastic. Okay, here's another woodsy bakery note or bakery scent. Sorry. This is Oath. This is toasted marshmallow, sea salt breeze, s'mores, roasted pine cones, smoked vanilla, sugar cookie. So it's basically her beach nights with toasted marshmallow and like a pine. So it's like her beach nights with roasted pine. It's so good. I love Oath. So if you like kind of those tree scents with bakery, with beach nights, and that's a good one. So I know I just had this one, didn't I? Yes. So I, for some reason, have two. This is also My Wish for Christmas, and this is sugar cookies, pine and pine cones in the fireplace. So I don't know why I have two, but that means I do. But I talked about that one already. And that, I think, is all the Sassy Girl aroma. Okay, so let's move this to the side. And let's talk about melted mousse. How about that? So melted mousse, this is all in one video because I've only done one haul, so I will link it up there if you want greater details of me sniffing them all. Lavender, this is called Chill Out. Lavender, marshmallow, buttermints, and vanilla bean. So you can start to see that I have, you know, I definitely have these lavender mints. I had it in L3 as well. I mentioned Goodnight Moon, so I like that one a lot. This one is spiced eggnog, Irish cream, and zucchini bread, and this is Angry Elf. Cannot wait to try. So I've not melted any of these. So when I ordered from Melted Mousse, it was, you know, I was thinking ahead that I wanted to have things that I would let them cure and sit for a while. This is It's a Wonderful Life, cocoa butter, cashmere, roasted pine cones, and vanilla bean Noel. There you go again with the roasted pine cones. I gotta sniff really quick. Yeah, it's subtle. The pine cones in here are subtle. I get a lot of that cocoa butter cashmere, which is good. And then I did pick up more from Melted Mousse, but those are a little more like Halloween kind of fall scents. But I have one more here. I see. This is Resting Grinch Face, pistachio, nut cupcakes, vanilla latte, and roasted marshmallows. I am so excited to warm melted mousse because I haven't, and I was so happy when I got this order because I ordered it. She poured it that weekend. I ordered it Friday. By Monday, it was in the mail. By Thursday, I had it, and I was like, wow. And it was all whatever I wanted. So that's all I have from Melted Mousse. So I have a couple of kind of random ones here. I think this is Pharmacist's Daughter. Oh, I have more Pharmacist's Daughter. I have a whole bin that I forgot to bring in here. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, before I start with Pharmacist's Daughter, this is the drawer that I have. It's pretty sturdy from the dresser that I got. So let me not move the camera. Okay. All right, so Pharmacist's Daughter, I have here Smells Like Snow. And that is just a bag. I don't know how I got it, but it's good. Now, Smells Like Snow has like Swedish stream salts, I think. I think that's what it's called. So this is a very strong, like clear your nose scent. And that is Smells Like Snow. Then I have Fire Pit. This is Amber Rosewood, Marshmallow Fireside, Steel, Sugar, and Cashmere. And this is, I don't know why it's in this bag because this is a bad bag, cloudy bag. That's not good. And so last year, right around the holidays, I bought a big order from the Pharmacist's Daughter, and it's the last time I've ordered, not for any reason other than I just haven't ordered from the Pharmacist's Daughter. Now, one of my best friends, she orders from the Pharmacist's Daughter a lot, so I do get a lot of samples from her. But this is also on a big order, so if you want to see most of these, I will link the video for my Pharmacist's Daughter haul that was back in December. What I really remember about this one is that smell of steel. I was like, how do they get steel? But I get it. So that is Fire Pit. It's not smoky. It's just got that steel and maybe a little Marshmallow Fireside, but I don't find it to be smoky. This one is Peppermint Dream, and this is peppermint, pink sugar, and cotton candy. I imagine it's a sweet peppermint. I may be smelling more of these because it's been really since probably January that I've smelled these. Yeah, so it's like a sweet peppermint. Warm Hug. This is just like a hot chocolate. And that is Warm Hug. This one is Snowboarding. This is Fraser Fir, crushed candy canes and toasted marshmallow. It broke up, but it was like a big bar of it. And yeah, these, I haven't smelled them forever. All of these kind of, after a while, a lot of these scents are like, Martha, you obviously are buying like a very similar scent. I'm getting that tree and like the creamy peppermint, which kind of reminds me of Grinchmas, which kind of reminds me of some other one I just smelled, maybe even Weekend with Papa. I'm not sure, but I definitely have a profile that I like. Then this one is Christmas Mint. This is Santa Tree Farm, Rosemary, Mint, and Cashmere. I do remember that the rosemary added just something really kind of different. You definitely could smell it. It was good. It gives it a little bit of a garden herbally kind of scent. A little green. That isn't tree. This is Rudolf Spritzer. Let's see. Mandarin, oranges, cranberries from frozen margarita lollipop. I do remember warming this. Maybe I had 2 of these or I chopped this up. This was very good. So if you like fizzy, if you love fizzy scents, I definitely recommend Rudolf Spritzer. This one performed really, really well. Oh, I love that. And it's a little fizziness. And definitely I get some of that, the lollipop. It's a lollipop what I get, and it's so good. Now, I mentioned this, I think, in my last video. I don't know why some vendors, I just don't, even though I like them, they perform, like I was super happy with it. I loved everything I got from Pharmacist's Daughter last year, and then I just haven't bought any. I don't know why. More Peppermint Dream. This is Christmas Memories, Evergreen, Pine Cones, Cinnamon, Cranberry, and Orange Peel. This also reminds me of that kind of cozy spices, kind of a welcome home type of scent with a little orange and some cinnamon. Christmas Cheer. This is Peppermint, Eucalyptus and Thyme, Spearmint and Marshmallow. And that is Christmas Cheer. Why do I feel like I just talked about this one? I did buy 2 of some of these. No, the other one I had was Rosemary. So the thyme in here is also very different. And the eucalyptus is nice and cooling. This is, like I said, I liked everything I got. Smells like snow. Already talked about that. Christmas Mint. This is Santa's Tree. We talked about that. Rosemary. I already had that one. Holiday Sparkler. So this is peach, grapefruit, sprigs of rosemary, and sparkling champagne. So this was like another fizzy one, which, yeah, I can smell the grapefruit. Not so much the peach as much. Little sprigs of rosemary. I like that scent. So it's different though. It's not like anything else I have. This was probably the only one out of this haul, now that I see it, that I remember that I did not care for. This one is called Winter Solstice, and it's balsam, Christmas clove, sandalwood, sweater weather, and cranberry relish. So this one I remember not liking, but it's been a good almost 10 months. Yeah, there's just something, I think it's the cranberry relish. There's something in here I don't love. So, okay, Frigid and glasses time. Frigid. This is Fraser for Marshmallow, Fireside, Iced Vanilla Woods, Peppermint, and Vanilla. It was a cute, really cool shape. I mean, this is me. This is kind of taking me down memory lane because I was like just so excited to get vendor wax. Yeah, smells like a lot of the Fraser fir and vanilla scents that I have. But really, really pretty. But another good thing to think about that way is like if you really wanted to try Grinchmas and you missed it or it wasn't offered, there's other vendors that are offering RTSs and then you're like, oh, okay, it's similar, it's close. I like it. So this one is Spicy Woods. This is Pumpkin Chai, Iced Cinnamon Rolls, and Cashmere Woods. I don't remember this one at all. But, ooh, I like this one. Interesting. The chai is, and what I'm really getting more of is the cinnamon rolls with some of the chai spices and a little bit of pumpkin. That's a good one. And that was Spicy Woods. And I think I talked about Espresso Memories already and Candy Cane Lane. So those are the other 2 I have, Candy Cane Lane and Christmas Memories. So I still have quite a bit of Pharmacist's Daughter, even though I haven't shopped Pharmacist's Daughter since December. I guess I was going nuts back then. And then I stopped myself, but I bought a lot of Christmas scents, and that is the Pharmacist's Daughter. Okay, so we are almost at the finish line here. I have Teddy Bees and some miscellaneous ones and some Ks. So let me start with Teddy Bees. This one is Snow Queen. This is Marshmallow Fireside, Warm Vanilla Sugar, and Sugared Spruce. This was poured in August, so hasn't spent a lot of time curing, but what is curing? It's just checking to see if it gets stronger. This is very pretty. It's very soft and very light. This would be like a background bedroom scent, and but I do like that creaminess in here. Then I have Weekend with Papa, and this one is for me a nice woodsy scent. So this is Salty Sierra, Vanilla Bean, Noel, toasted marshmallows blended with roasted pine cones. I like this one a lot. Now I've mentioned that combination of notes a lot, so let me just see. Like for me, Grinchmas had some similar notes. Oath or Santa's, or what's the Santa's one? Christmas at Santa's had some similar notes. And I'd say I really like this one the most. There is something just a little more creamy in Teddy B's blends. So the pine cones are much softer in there, and I'm getting a lot of the toasted marshmallow. I like this one a lot. I have not warmed it, even though there's a piece missing because I gave some to my friends. Khaleesi, she hasn't offered this in a while, I don't think. This is Palo Santo, Tonka Bean, Oud Wood, Warm Vanilla Sugar, and Fireside. And I can share, again, this video when I got all of these. Most of these, because I probably have two first sniffs from Teddy B's. Yeah, this is good. Khaleesi's very pretty. Very pretty. I cannot wait to warm it. And I've had this one since, it looks like last year. So this was, I think there was a issue with the pour dates on some of them are wrong, but it's probably since like March. The North, same thing with the North. Oh, this is from February of this year. Vanilla, balsam type, Palo Santo, marshmallow fireside type, and a hint of smoking firewood. The North. I can't wait. This is a like evening in December or January where it's cold and you just want something smoky. This is smoky. If you don't like smoky, I think the North is probably even a little too smoky for me, but mixed maybe with something. I don't know if I would just leave it on its own. I probably have something else going than just the smokiness from the North. I don't know why I pulled out. I think I pulled out Witchy Woman because of flannel. So this is flannel, blackberries, and boardwalk marshmallow clouds. And for me, flannel is kind of a winter scent. So that I just got recently. I knew I'd find something that was out of place. This is from the Melted Mousse. This is Santa's on His Way, milk and cookies, marshmallow fireside, and balsam. There I am again with the tree, and this one is more bakery than tree. Sometimes the tree note is definitely, at the forefront. This one is there. I almost get like a nuttiness. Yeah, I almost get a nuttiness. So I can't, again, wait to warm my Melted Mousse here because I definitely want to order more from her, but I want to see how it performs. All right, moving on, continuing with Teddy B's. This is Silent Night, Palo Santo Signature Sugar Cookies, and Beach Nights. This is one that I recently got from her last pre-order, and this is so good. Yeah, I'm glad I got a tub. I got tubs on some things without knowing whether I was going to like it or not, but her signature sugar cookie blend in this is fantastic. Then we have Fireside Marshmallow, or Creamy Cashmere and Fireside Marshmallows. This is cashmere cream, caramelized sugar, fire roasted marshmallows, hints of whipped vanilla, and sandalwood. So after watching this, and that smells good. Definitely get the Fireside. After watching this video, you'll know that I like tree notes. I like pine notes. I like eggnog. I like marshmallow fireside. This is Old School Christmas. This was also from the most recent, I guess the one from May. So not the one that we already got the pre-order of, if that makes sense. This is fresh pine, red apples, warm cinnamon, sugar crystals, and marshmallow cream. That is so good. This definitely reminded me of Christmas, and I'm glad I got a tub of that one. Then I have Bonfire Nights. This is cashmere, vanilla, sandalwood, roasted marshmallow. Another one. This was light when I first got it, and I remember smelling it going, ooh, this kind of smells kind of light. It's definitely gotten a little bit stronger, and it's just, oh, it's good. She just does something. I don't know. They're good. That one is light as well. But I think there's something about her blends where they're just beautiful background blends. They're not meant to be in your face. They're just really soft and pretty. Found another melted mousse. Into the Woods. This one was hiding everywhere. This is Iced Vanilla Woods, Roasted Pine Cones, and Balsam. I'm going to get sick of some of these scents probably. Okay, last Teddy Bees I have is Sweet Whiskey and You. This is Warm Amber, Vanilla Infused Whiskey, Warm Pistachio, Salted Caramel, and Sandalwood. This is very similar to the Sweet Whiskey from Bath & Body Works. And the reason I put it as Christmas or winter is this scent typically comes out kind of this time of year, maybe a little earlier. Maybe it's like kind of late fall, but I feel like I would warm this in January because by January I'm over the tree notes but I want something still that's a little kind of heavier. So that's that. Okay. We're so close to the finish line. I have a couple here from Kay. So this is Peppermint Pine Cones, Peppermint Candy Pine Cones, and Twinkie. And I remember, oh, this is good. Yeah, that's good. So that peppermint candy with the Twinkies smells even better than I remember. Definitely. The peppermint is not too strong, and I'm getting more of that, like a candy peppermint with Twinkies. Holiday Drive. This is Fraser Fir Espresso and Bake Shop. Ooh, these are just popping right out. The espresso is very good in here. It's creamy. It's a creamy espresso, but I'm definitely getting that Fraser Fir as well. So back to the tree notes. Eggnog. I just had to get eggnog because I love it. Vanilla, amaretto, rum, buttermilk, and sugar. That is eggnog. I have to smell it. It's not the same as some of the other eggnogs. This is just eggnog, whereas the other ones where it's blended with like liquor, like bourbon, or it's like boozy eggnog. This is Marshmallow Fireside. We all, I think, know what that smells like by now. So I just got just plain old Marshmallow Fireside. And then Cabin in the Woods. This is White, Pumpkin, Amber, and Fireside. I guess you can argue that this is like fall, but it's really smoky. So I kind of, this might be that in-between blend. Okay, last two little things. They're like miscellaneous. A friend of mine that makes wax for me, she made Thin Mint cookies. So that to me is like a winter scent. And then Elf Sweat. This came from Summer Michelle. And this is from Rainbow Melts. This is sweet, spicy, and bubbly. And that is Elf Sweat. Right? Not Elf Sweet. Yeah, Elf Sweat. And this one, this is so good. Because it's got that bubbly fizzy. It's almost reminds me, it's almost got a little bit of like a 7-Up pound cake kind of smell. But it said Elf Sweat, so I had to put it in the winter box. Okay, that was speedy. I didn't smell everything, but I couldn't help myself and smell some things. But I hope that was helpful. I mean, just giving you, one, you got a sense of what I like, but two, if any of these come in the RTS and if they sound good, feel free to leave me a comment if you want me to go in a little more detail about any of these at any time. Ping me on Facebook or Instagram as well. But that's what I have so far to start out with, and I'm gonna have maybe this is gonna double. This is gonna double in size with what I've purchased so far. But this like, if I didn't buy anything, I'd have plenty. I'd plenty to go with. But it also helps me realize how much pine cones and marshmallows and scents that I have. And I know I did order a lot of eggnog in those pre-orders, so that is what I have. So this is helpful. This is helpful for me. It's not terrible. Again, everyone's got different amount of what they think is a lot or not. For those that don't buy a lot, this might be a lot. And for those that have been, you know, in the wax community for years, this might be like peanuts to them. But I really want to try to keep using the oldest first and hoping I don't have too much that is over. I mean, some things will be a little over a year old, but kind of staying within that time frame, just because I just feel that's what works for me. So anyway, thank you so much. I hope this was helpful and I hope you enjoyed it, and I appreciate you watching. And if you enjoy this, consider giving me a like or subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. I think I'm going to lose my voice pretty soon, so I better get going. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.